Hey y'all, welcome back to the Wednesday Reboot. Today I want to take, if you haven't checked out the Instagram or the YouTube, make sure this will be on both, but make sure you are there. On the Instagram you'll see a lot more of the photos, not in video form. So anywho, today I wanted to take and make a Tony Stark. So I'm keeping the Iron Man thing going until I'm done with all the stuff I want to get done. It's only going to be a week, but it might go into 2 weeks. And I just have a lot of things Iron Man that I want to do, so I'm just going to do it because I can. So, what I want to do is make, you already clicked on this, the Gamerverse Mark 1 Tony Stark. So, I'm going to do that one and Tony Stark in civilian clothing. So, I'm going to try to do soft goods on the Mark 1 as much as possible. And then on the other one, it's just going to be a repaint. But I will try to bring you along for as much as possible what things I think are important for you guys if you want to see them, if you haven't seen them before. This body right here for the Mark 1. So already I'm trying to get the build going. But it's not going to be exactly like the Mark 1 from Gamerverse. I'm going to add my own style, take some liberties, some artistic liberties. And just kind of like this belt obviously isn't the one that he has. He actually doesn't have a belt in the image, but it chooses him where in the moment he has to find something. He doesn't have any suits, so he has this like Mark 1 kind of garbage made, just kind of thrown together thing. And since I played the game, like it's been years, but since I played the game, I've wanted to make that custom or something to kind of represent that for my Gamerverse skins and different Iron Men. So, because I think there's 3 altogether, so I'll put those guys in the shots too. But yeah, I just wanted to do the Mark 1. I'm going to use this. So I want to use like his lower legs down here. I'm going to do soft goods from there up. Soft goods here. And then Star Wars Val has this on her back with these arm straps. So these arm straps aren't going to fit, but I'm going to cut them and then put some ribbon around them so that it looks nice and proper. So, and then maybe use this too. Like I said, I can kind of take my own liberties and do whatever I want with them. But I am going to keep it to where there's a glove on the left hand. And then the gauntlet, like the Iron Man gauntlet, I think it goes up a little bit more. I'll have to take more looks at the picture. But yeah. So in just a few minutes here for you guys, this thing's going to look awesome. So without further ado, here we go. Dubs, hit the music. Alright, so I almost forgot, but we're using this head right here and this helmet. So I'm going to make it work. You got to make this into a white helmet. But just so you guys know, the Gamerverse head and Star Wars helmet to make the Mark 1 Gamerverse Tony Stark. So far, I already started on the legs, like I said, and I boiled and popped. Now, the inside of the pegless, the ones that are pegless, the pegs are on the inside of the leg. I had to do a little bit more work than I thought. I also shaved a little bit off here. All this is going to be covered with soft goods anyway. So, this right here, the peg that came, this guy right here, his bottom legs are on a smaller peg. It's only that big. And I had to Dremel it out so that it was as big as the one that I was taking out. So that way it would fit inside. And then I sliced the peg and then boiled it, heated it up, and then put this up and around the peg. It's a little bit of work. It takes a little bit of work, patience, work, but to give it even, like, it still moves really well, but to give it even more, I guess, structure to hold it in and just give it, just so it stays in better. When I do those soft goods, I'm going to wrap and glue it all where these pants are. So it'll give it even more, it'll lock it in there even tighter with some soft goods, because I'll run the soft goods / cloth or material. I'll run that around, not rub, but run it around like so, and then glue that all down, and then cut the hole and such. But you guys will see. I'll do it off camera real quick, but you guys will see how I'm saying it'll hold it in there, it'll lock it in there a little bit tighter. So the end result, I'll probably do a little cuff too. I think that'd be cool. Like you just pull his pants up or whatever. But yeah, so without further ado, I'm going to continue on and make this thing look pretty. So yeah, we got the legs done though. And I also put the arm on too. Did it the same way, but the peg's actually lined up. So I just took out the peg from the forearm, boiled it up, and then popped the peg out, and then put it on, and then pop the peg back in. A little bit more difficult with this one because, you know, I'm waiting for I was trying to get the peg to go through so I could see it. So you got to pull this back a little bit. There's a hair. So I had to pull this back a little bit to get inside of there. But, you know, nothing you can't do. It's pretty easy stuff. Now I got to paint that silver. Soft goods here, soft goods, soft goods, soft goods. And then paint on both of these. And I think I'm going to leave the head alone because it's Gamerverse, so I don't want to mess with it too much and like weather it or anything. Maybe some lining around the eyes, some eye work, but that's about it. So without further ado, oh yeah, and the helmet. I keep saying without further ado, but and the helmet. We got to paint that white. Now I was going to shave more of it out of there, but this piece is actually all inside of there, so I don't want to mess with the structure of the lens by drilling into this and dremeling it out. So it's actually like see-through. It's crazy because I was sanding it down a little bit. If you look inside of there, it's like see-through. Like once you start sanding it. So I don't know if it's the lens might be just part of the helmet. I was thinking it was just lined with it, but it's just lined with the same type of material. So like they casted it almost in this yellow and then painted all the cool paintwork on it. But yeah, didn't want to use this helmet, but I want the Iron Man custom way more. So I'm gonna paint this up white. And I know not everything's gonna be exact, and that's okay. We're just gonna take a little bit of our own liberties until they put this figure out, which I don't think they'll ever do, hopefully. And this one is gonna be I'm just gonna paint this one. So I'm not sure on the colors yet. I might give him the shoes from this figure. I might do that. I'm not sure yet. But he's just going to be a quick repaint. Because, I have to have 2 Tony Starks for Gamerverse. No, I happen to have 2 heads. And I do like swapping the heads out on the suited, the armors and stuff, the different skins. But yeah, so we're going to do 2. Alright, so we are all set. We got everyone ready to go. Finish this one up. You guys saw me paint the helmet, and then I just added the tubes to him. And then you can find those. Those are for jewelry and things like that. They look like this. Pretty cheap stuff. And then I just hit it with a little bit of corrosion right there, and that's what I kind of touched up with along the helmet, was with some of the corrosion. You can see in some of the spots where it looks gritty. And then I added some fabric pieces down the side, added some straps all the way around, and then these 2 legs and the arm were actually from this guy right here, who is not Gamerverse Iron Man, but it works. If you look at the images, it's close enough. Like I said, there's a lot of things that I did that aren't on that one, like doing the tubes. I don't think he has tubes. He has like metal straps and like electricity, I believe, running to them, or electrical. But I thought tubes were just as good. And then I put this on the back, like a little generator, and then so that everything makes sense, that there's, you know, there's things that hook to things to make other things run. You can tell. And then so we have the Star Wars helmet. So if you think about it, Mandalorian is Jon Favreau, and also Iron Man. Even though this is Gamerverse, I did add a little bit of, you know, Star Wars Mando feel to it with the yellow on the silver parts, just to give it my own touch, my own thing. And yeah, so that's him. He turned out pretty good, I think, all the way around. Pants are kind of ripped up, and it looks like he's been through it. And these straps are kind of broke, and there's some that go around. A couple Iron Man grenades, I guess. Sure, why not? And then on this one, we swapped out the feet. So I used the feet from this guy's body onto this guy, painted them red, painted them all black, and yeah, I think he just makes a cool, quick Tony Stark. Now, I don't know if I said before it was on the Jonah Jameson body. This one wasn't. This is actually the body from Marvel's The Hood. If you guys remember that guy, he came with 2 pistols and did he come with a cape? I think he came with a cape, a red hood, and yeah, but he's called Marvel's The Hood, I believe. He's a super cheap character, really good figure, running around $11 to $12. So, but he moves really well. He's a great figure. So yeah, so I was fortunate enough to have 2 of the heads for the Iron Man. So these ones, this one I can pop off. Well, this helmet comes off, so I can use either one of the heads on the other ones, but I'll just use his head. But so we have the blue. I believe these are both a Star Burst or Star Boost suits, and I add a little bit of chrome to him, not much. And I never had a chance to even touch this guy up at all, and I never started to finish the exact same. I believe they're pretty close, if not exactly the same. Just different paint scheme. Like you got some of the Stark looking, like Slash and the Stark Industries thing. You got it down here also, so that's kind of cool. And then you got the original, the OG. So you got that one, and I chromed some parts on him just to make him look a little bit cooler for me. Chromed out the back quite a bit. By the way, that's right here. These chrome pens. I use these, or you can use the other brand. No, it doesn't pick up very well. But you can go on Amazon and just look for the chrome, liquid chrome pens. And these ones were actually cheaper than the other brand, but they work just as good. That's it for this video. Thanks for checking it out. And also make sure to check out on Instagram, because we're going to be doing a live every Sunday night at 10 o'clock. It's going to be the Toy Squad, the new and improved Toy Squad with KL Toy Box, Ori, Hamilton, London, and Figure Kong, and the Real Comrade. So that'll be at 10 o'clock, and we're going to be doing giveaways like every week. So come check it out on Instagram, and remember, be kind to one another.
Blood is running down my face, tears are forming in my eyes. Father always told me pain is temporary, keep in stride. Lift your head up, don't you cry. Fighters always will survive. The hurt you feel inside can only mean that you're alive. Keep your head down and digging. God will provide you vision and lead you where you need to be. If you just shut up and listen and ignore the opposition, they just want your position. They wanna X you out like the atheists do to Christ and Christmas. So don't ever stray away from this path that you'll create. Get that tunnel vision, don't you quit, keep working every day. So I made a promise to myself that when I hear that final bell, I'ma give it everything that I got, and I told God I would not fail until I'm on my deathbed and I'm staring into heaven's eyes. I will never let nobody else control my life. I'ma wake up and I'll take what's mine. Ain't no way I'll wait in line. Life is moving way too fast for me to be stuck back in time. You can take away everything that I ever worked for.
the sky, the angels are near. Came out the gutter with Pennywise, I was facing my fears. I made it out the streets even though I was left to die. Still I sprouted out the concrete despite the pesticides. Somehow I bloomed to a beautiful rose. I was consumed with the blues, such a musical soul. This industry is full of hardships and politics, but I will never call it quits. In fact, I want all of it. You see fire in my eyes, even though I'm criticized. I have been vilified, belittled and minimized. If you ever dealt with depression, I really empathize. Promise you the more money you make, the shit intensifies. Ludicrous, I deal with all these Judases in service. Mama said you entertain the clown and you become the circus. So tell them, Crip, we ain't stopping. Promise you will never change. We gon' be this fucking way until they put us in a grave.